Hey guys, it's Caleb Goldner from comicsalliance.com. Today I'm going to give you a quick kind of review and slight flip through of the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Ultimate Visual History. It's by Andrew Farago and has a foreword by Peter Laird. It's published by Insight Editions. Now, this doesn't actually come out until late June. Nickelodeon sent me an early review copy, so there should be the final copy, exactly what you will be ordering if you check it out on Amazon or at a local bookstore or a chain or something like that. But we're going to go ahead and flip through and you can see what's in my copy that I just got. The first thing that I was struck by is how big and dense this thing is. It's 192 pages and it's nice and thick. It's not quite like an obnoxious coffee table smashing art book. It's comparable, I would say, to like a big oversized hardcover in its weight and mass, just a little bit wider than like an IDW specialty hardcover or something like that. What's cool about this is that it's truly a visual history. It's got tons of art inside, and it's got not just art on the printed pages, it's got a lot of inserts and special editions. So let's go ahead and crack this open. It opens up as it should with art by Eastman and Laird, who created the Turtles in 1984. This is their 30th anniversary, so it's a good time for this book to come out. And here's the foreword by Laird, and it kind of just gives you a timeline of the Turtles from their creation. Here's an example of an insert. It's an original piece of art, and it's situated like a flap inside the book so that you have to interact with it. And it makes it really enjoyable to look at the art and actually to touch the art as it existed, in some cases as like a flyer or something like that. And I don't want to give away too much and spoil the book for you, so I'll just kind of keep flipping. But it takes you through like the timeline of the Turtles' creation. Here's another cool insert by Eastman and Laird. Its debut as an independent black and white comic book. And then it gives you the timeline into its debut as an animated series in the later 80s. It tells you about the creation of the show, gives you a look at the art, and then it talks about all of the kind of fallout from that. Well, not fallout, the springboard for merchandise, like tie-in comics for the animated series, the toys from Playmates, all the spin-offs. Takes you through the first live-action movie, even more merchandise, the second and third movies, the 2003 cartoon, and into, it even goes through the Image Comics era, and into the present day, the IDW comic series, through to the Nickelodeon show that's currently on. And it even has a look at the new movie, which is out later in August, on August 8th, I believe. And it even has a chunk of at least an early version of the script in here, which you can read a segment of. I don't know if they've changed it, but it doesn't necessarily give you any insight into some of the weirder aspects of the movie that people are curious about. So if you're buying this, you don't have to expect any spoilers for the film if you're worried about spoilers, but it does kind of give you an example of the tone. My favorite thing, and one of the things I think is really important and cool about this book, other than just the way it's presented and the design, is that in this back flap back here, the bonuses are really cool. It has a big poster, which is the art from the front of the book, which has different versions of all the Ninja Turtles together, Kevin Eastman style, which is just awesome to look at. And this is the most important thing to me. It includes a full copy of the first issue of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1 in its original black and white. And it's actually a recreation of the original with the original Mirage Studios ads. So this is effectively the closest thing you can get to the original #1 as far as like the aesthetics and the basic setup. It's like a recreation of that first issue instead of a straight reprinting or an update or a colored version. If you're like me, you probably have several of each of those, and those are awesome too, but I think it's really important for anybody who buys this book. This acknowledges that, yes, the Ninja Turtles were a comic book before they were anything else. It was created by comic book creators who love comics. They have a lot of respect for people like Jack Kirby and other pivotal creators from the medium. And without getting too corny, it's just really neat to see comics like treated with such respect in this book. A lot of the other Turtles books that cover the phenomenon as like a franchise or as like a generic pop culture thing that just made a lot of money, they don't always talk about the comic book aspect of it with the kind of reverence that I think most comic book fans appreciate. So that this is included, and this is like prominently included, I think is a major awesome win for the book. As far as the actual text inside the book goes, it's a well-written book, it's well-researched, it's full of interviews, it gives you a nice overview, and then it touches on pretty much every major milestone in the Ninja Turtles. I hate using the word franchise, but I'll just say franchise. You see all the cartoons, all the multimedia, it talks about some of the video games. You get to see a lot of weird and wild merchandise and art and things that you might remember from when you were younger, or if you're a younger Turtles fan, you've never seen it before, it's pretty cool to see. All in all, I recommend this book. It's, I think, $30 on Amazon. I think it's a little more than that at retail. It's really cool. It's got great presentation. The art and the inserts and all the details are very well curated, as they should be, since Andrew works at the Cartoon Art Museum in San Francisco. So yeah, that's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ultimate Visual History. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.